Hello, future Westfield here, and welcome to the 11th stage of the MLC Vuelta Espana. Once again, I'm joined by Hansball. How are you doing?
I'm totally fine and totally good fan today.
It's not baseball lover this time, it's Hansball. I got it correct. So guys, this stage is classified as a hilly stage. Once again, I don't know how the commissioners are classifying their stages, because to me, for the second time in a row now, this is a mountain stage. But since it's classified as a hilly stage, we'll see the hilly guys, the puncher guys going for this one. Marty C asked us a question in the Twitch chat. Who do you think is going to be the favorite for this stage? Who are you looking out for, Hansball?
I'm definitely looking out for Costa, and just because he has a red jersey and that 83 hill, which is, I think, the highest now, except Rodriguez, maybe?
Gilbert is also up there, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
Gilbert.
Well, it's reasonably higher than the other GC contenders, main GC contenders.
I see something very interesting you're saying about that. We actually see Lotto Belisol trying to keep things together. Mallory and Modolo at the front, just catching the breakaway again, and in that breakaway was Pirati, Chavanel, Sorensen, and Anton. But no, Lotto Belisol won allowed. Once again, Mallory is at the front. We do see the Lotto Belisol pain train at the front setting the pace. Is this you behind the works of this? Are you trying to catch away the peloton? Are you going for Bardet?
We might go for Bardet, I don't know. Maybe they're going for Kunigo, you never know.
Ooh, if they go for Kunigo, you will be real salty, because that's not good. But in the breakaway currently, we do have Nicky Sorensen, Igor Aton, Cyril Gautier, Thomas Leclerc, and David Lopez. It's a really strong breakaway.
Yeah, really strong breakaway. I think if they get like some help from some other riders, they might be able to keep it to the end, but obviously if Lotto Belisol keeps on pacing, they won't get away.
I mentioned this in the mid, I mentioned this off camera to the studio, but I believe a breakaway could win this stage, because I don't see United Healthcare keeping this together, and you see it right now. They're not at the front pacing. They don't want to risk Costa losing time because somebody's going to go for the stage win and get bonus seconds, so they'll just let the stage win go away to a breakaway. But we do see Lotto Belisol saying, no, we're not going to let that happen. We've got Romain Bardet, and we want to do something for today's stage, so they're keeping the breakaway on a leash. I really like this decision by you, Hansball.
Yeah, we really need to keep the pace up, like, if we want to try and get something out of this Vuelta, of course. Yeah. Because we haven't won anything yet. We have, like, gotten 4th place or something like that as best positioning, so we really need to get something out of these stages now that we can. And
currently we're witnessing something I've never seen before. Basically, every single team with a mountain guy and a sprinter guy have sent their sprinters to the front. Right now pacing are Tom Dumoulin, I believe that's Simon Dumoulin, Mathieu Brechel, Sam Bennett, Sacha Modolo, Arnaud Demar, Tyler Farrar, Alex Dowson, and Andrani Mallory. These are all sprinters at the front, controlling the pace in the front. It's crazy.
Well, obviously they need to have some use in the early stages, because the Vuelta is really hilly, so obviously they don't get that much chances anymore, so they might as well just pace for their leaders.
They've sent some guys to the front. They've sent Peter Sagan, Bruno Sancho, the legend, Nelson Oliveira, and Shaka Kibara. That's the first time I have to say his name, so I know... Yeah?
He's actually the Lantern Rouge, I think.
By like an hour or so, I believe.
Yes.
I believe he has an hour to the second place guy. So if he manages to survive the mountains, those are some points to pick off United Healthcare. And yes, he is an hour in front of his teammate, Bruno Sancho. It's going to be good, but I believe it's going to be tough for these guys to stay in the race, because when they actually hit the real mountain stages, there are some in the Vuelta a España, believe me, you might not have seen them yet, but they're still to come, they're going to have a hard time surviving. But it seems like the peloton has let the breakaway go. They now have 5 minutes, and do you think they have a chance of surviving this time?
They definitely have a chance, but of course it's also going to be difficult with a storming peloton with, for example, Costa just flaming through everyone.
And with United Healthcare at the front, somewhat showing their presence, that makes me believe that Rui Costa wants to try something today's stage. His biggest competitor for the stage win, I would probably say Joaquim Rodriguez. I don't value Mollema just as high, even though he's taken 2 stage wins already, but he just doesn't have that support from cycling team Jo Piels. So, but we already saw on yesterday's stage that Jakob Fuglsang is in form. He got 2nd place in a really tough time trial, and he was there in that one stage while Valverde abandoned. He was there in the top 15. So, Joaquim Rodriguez does have Jakob Fuglsang, but who does Mollema have?
I'm not really sure who Mollema has, but he has done a really good job of setting himself up if he doesn't have any helpers.
Well, I can answer that question. He has got Jesus Herrera. Nobody. Literally nobody. Jesus is not good enough. I remember the joke we made when the draft got picked, because he just put down Jesus. So when he said, who is that who picked Cycling Team Yopils? I don't even know. I don't even remember, but... it just said, this guy has picked Jesus, and automatic victory, it seems like. At least he's got 2 stage wins already. It's crazy.
Jesus gave power.
Oh, 2 stage wins already. I mean, that guy can walk on water, maybe. But we gotta take in this Sakakibara camera while he's still here. It's not every day you see the 2 big legends at the front, Sakakibara and Sancho. Why is this giving me so much difficulty? I said, like...
it's a really easy name.
Yeah, but you remember when it was Tesfaye Abraham to Mariam, the South Ethiopian guy, it was Gaylord, it was Gay Wood, it was Ilastigi, it was...
Tekle Hymanov.
Yeah, those names are not difficult, but for some reason Sakai Kibara gives me trouble. Not that one time though, but all the other times it gave me trouble, but not this time. Ooh, it's good times, good times. We do also see Ampost at the front. Are they going to try to set something up for Rafael Maika? Rafael Maika was also one of the big losers on the other stages. So he needs to find time again. And you remember that one stage where he lost like 30 seconds on a hilly stage because he was poorly positioned?
Yeah, if I was really badly raced from his team. Which is Ampost, right?
Yeah, it is. It's it's Ampost chain reaction.
I forgot the team for a second. But obviously, if they have a white jersey at the moment, so they obviously need to do something to keep it.
They're gonna try to do something, but how many seconds were it? I believe it was 14 seconds down to Romain Bardet. It is 10 seconds, only 10 seconds. But they're like, Pinot has also gotten really close now, and Pinot's been up there before, and he's currently 13th in the GC. He has to find time somewhere, and he's actually got his teammates at the front. He's got Alexis Villemot, one of my favorite riders of the Tour de France up there. So he's setting up there, setting the pace. So we currently have the 3 jersey up in here who wants to try and get some time. We've got Lotto Belsol being controlled by Hansball. We got Ampost Chain Reaction being controlled by Steve Smink. And we have I Am Cycling being controlled by... It used to be VCDM, but he wasn't there, and I can't remember who took over his place. Was that... that was not Keith Karenberg, was it?
Might be. I'm not sure anymore.
Exactly.
I thought J.I. Hardy, but...
Oh, that might have been J.I. Hardy as well. I don't remember either. But currently, the breakaway has 3 minutes with 40 kilometers to go. And do you remember the thumb rule about how much time you get per kilometer? I know I've mentioned that before.
No.
For every 10 kilometers, you need 1 minute. So basically, with 40 kilometers to go, these guys are going to need 4 minutes. But so far, they've only got 3 minutes, and it doesn't seem like the pace is too high up here. So I believe we're going to see the GC guys fight for this one. It's going to be interesting who's going to go for it, though. But with all of these big domestiques setting the pace down the peloton, it's going to be... What do you think is Lotto Belsol's plan for the day? Or what did you set the plan to be?
I hope, of course, that they follow it, but I hope they set up Bardet really nicely in the front for one time, because he's always terribly positioned. He's always like behind the group, and then the peloton stops spacing, he falls behind, he loses 5 minutes, and needs to catch up again, so... I hope he does something. I actually had hoped that someone would be in the break for my team, but of course it wasn't meant to be. But I hope Bardet just does something nice this stage.
Oh, they're actually fighting for the polka dot jersey. For the first time, we actually do see a sprint for the polka dot jersey. This never happens in the MLC Vuelta Espana. David Lopez is going for it. He's got 0 points in that classification, yet he's going for it, and he's gone away. Him and Igor Anton are going away from these other 3 guys. Tommy Vauclair, who won a stage in the MLC Tour de France, is now bridging over to him, and now we do have Collection again in the front group. And can they work together? It's not like that the stage before the time trial, where we had 4 guys versus 5 guys, and they were both groups were working brilliantly together. This time it's not happening, but they do have 4 minutes with 30 kilometers to go, and now it actually looks like they're going to keep it. And if you had to mention one guy in the breakaway who could take it in the end, who would that be?
Certainly Vauclair at the moment. Just his hill, and he's just an attacking rider, so he will definitely try and do something in the last hill.
We'll see. But I also have my money on Egan Anton. In yesterday's time trial, he was up there. He was second at the first time check for quite a while. And in the end, he was pretty close. So Egan Anton is in form, and I believe that his 80 hill versus Tommy Vauclair's 80 hill is going to be quite the showdown on this final climb. It's going to be real interesting to see who's going to be the first guy to attack. I do believe, though, as soon as they hit the climb, we'll see the action, but we just have to get there first. Who do you think is going to be the first GC favorite to attack?
Actually, it might be surprising to say, but I actually think that Costa is going to try and put some pressure on the other guys.
As the first guy? Oh, I have my money on Rodriguez.
Yeah, I was also thinking about Rodriguez. Like, maybe these two guys will attack with Mollema. I think that's going to be it, kind of, but it's always really difficult to predict the future. In that matter, so.
But there's one thing I did predict correctly. Tommy Vauclair has gone onto the attack and he's left the other followers. Currently, it's David Lopez Garcia and Nicky Sargent trying to catch up there, but they have dropped Egan Anton and Cyril Gautier, and Cyril Gautier looks like he's struggling. He cannot follow the pace, but now they're back together, 5-man group again. As they hit the final climb of the day, we're going to see an attack again. I expect Egan Anton to counterattack this. Tommy Vauclair just wasted a lot of energy going onto the attack, and we got to see someone trying to counterattack, and we do see Nicky Sargent going away. He does not get much separation though. It's not looking good for him. Do you think Nicky Sargent can get away?
He might, but it's going to be real difficult with Anton and Vauclair being up there.
Yeah, as you say that, Egan Anton just closed the gap like that, and there goes Tommy Vauclair. Tommy Vauclair is going to go onto the front now. He's actually just setting the pace. This is very unlike Vauclair. Normally you see Vauclair go into the attack straight away, but not this time. He wants to set the pace in the other guys, and he wants to see who's going to be able to get away first. He might not have what it takes to go into a real attack, so therefore he's just controlling the pace at the front. But the first GC guy to attack is Romain Bardet. Lotto Bells have done the pacing all day long, and he goes onto the attack. I'm sure you're glad to see this from your GC captain.
This was what I wanted to happen. Lose a little bit of time so we lost the white jersey and then take a lot of time in the next upcoming hilly stage. That was what I wanted to happen.
His competitors are right behind him. Thibaut Pinot, Rui Costa, and Rafael Maica. Also, Jean-Christophe Perrault is bridged up there. They're up there. Joaquim Rodriguez is currently 50 seconds behind. This is third overall in the GC. 50 seconds behind. He's losing a lot of time to Rui Costa. But Romain Bardet has got 25 seconds on this group. Can he keep this gap all by himself? Meanwhile, at the front, Egan Anton with 30 seconds to the following group behind him, to the chasers. And it does look like Egan Anton is going to be able to take the stage win if he does not crack. He's just gaining more and more time. 40 seconds down to Vauclair and David Lopez Garcia. My prediction seems to have been the right one with Egan Anton. He is in form, and it does like he's going to take the stage win. But down behind him, we do see Romain Bardet. He lost a lot of time on yesterday's stage, and he's going to go for it. Ooh, one guy we didn't even speak about is, what's his name, Joaquim Mollema. He's really far behind, it seems like. He didn't even attack with the first group, like it went away. He's all the way down here with TJ van Garderen. They are 2 minutes behind the leader of the race right now. But ooh, it looks like he's dropped. Rui Costa has boinked. What's going on? Rui Costa has boinked. Jean-Christophe Perrault is boinked. Rui is boinked. But the winner of today's stage is going to be Egan Anton. But the big GC winner is going to be Romain Bardet and Rafael Maica. They're taking so much time. I can't believe it. The red jersey. Rui Costa, I was going to say Joaquim Rodriguez. Rui Costa has boinked. He's been dropped. He's gonna lose time. Everything is happening in MLC Vuelta Espana in this last 3 stages. It is far from over, but the stage is just over now that Egan Anton is gonna cross the line in first place, Tommy Vauclair in second place, David Lopez Garcia in third place, but Romain Bardet caught up to Cyril Gautier, and he's gonna come in fourth place. He's got what seems to be like 30 seconds down to Rodriguez, 10 seconds down to Maica. It's gonna be really close, but Rui Costa is gonna lose what looks to be 50 seconds to a minute, and so is Fabio Aru. But even more importantly, Van Garderen in second place, losing even more. What do you read out of this? Who is in form and who's not in form?
Bardet obviously won a lot of time, but of course I don't want him to get the white jersey right now yet. I rather have him get him later. Rodriguez looks kind of in form. Aru looks really in form at the moment, and I think Costa just might have cracked out of a GC contention with his stage. We'll see. It
does look like he lost, I want to say a minute and a half probably, or like 50 seconds to a minute. I'm not sure because PCM time measurement is not always the best in the world, so we'll see how much time they actually gained in the end. The podium is going to be Egan Anton in front of Tommy Vauclair with 1 minute, but more importantly, Bardet and Maika finished on the exact same time, so I believe Bardet is in the white jersey. Rodriguez lost 10 seconds, and Perrault lost what seems to be 20 seconds, so that must have meant that Costa also lost 20 to 30 seconds. Yes, he lost 20 to 30 seconds as well. So Rui Costa is still in the red jersey, but a minute 14 down to Rodriguez. Rodriguez is 1 second ahead of Van Garderen. And Bardet, with that brilliant attack, moves into 6th place. Yesterday he was 10th, now he's 6th. It's going upwards for him. Do you like this process? Like, you said you didn't want him to take the white jersey. Why not?
I just want him to attack some more and put the pressure on the white jersey, because I have seen a lot of times that the white jersey just sits back with the other contender and they just get behind in the overall GC. So I just want to make sure that Bardet still is positioned well in the GC and that he then gets the white jersey.
Egan Ton actually, with this stage win, takes the overall polka dot jersey classification in front of Vauclair. This one is going to be a good fight. I don't think this is going to go to a GC guy. I think this could go to a breakaway rider, because currently no GC riders left in the race. Valverde's gone. Has won a stage. I mean, this is crazy. Yeah, Maika and Bardet are actually tied for the white jersey classification. They're on 0 seconds difference right now. And it looks like those two guys are going to be fighting for this jersey. Pinot is 1 minute behind, and he does not look like he's in form. And Aru just out of contention. After that horrible showing, I think he's out of contention. But, well, what we learned so far is everything can happen. And pros chain reactions in the overall team classification, but from the first 5 teams, there's only 3 minutes difference. Anybody can take that one as well. But guys, thank you guys for watching. Thank you to Handsball for the beautiful color commentating at the side of me. You really appreciate it, and please go watch his channel. He does brilliant stuff on his channel. You're currently doing a career with Belgian riders, and if they're Belgian followers of mine, please go watch him. He does brilliant stuff. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next stage.